So this is going to be my last layout for Wild Whisper until May. Well, official layouts for their design team, but there will be more layouts using their products because I love them. So this layout features a couple of very special guests, which you will see in a bit. I'm going to do a fun layout with lots of stamping. So I've chosen this paper as my background paper because I love it and I love the colors. But I don't have beach pictures. I'll have beach pictures in August because in August I'm going on vacation for a couple days and we're going to the beach. But it's only March, so I don't have those pictures yet. Anyway, so I decided that I would put this page as my background because I thought the colors were gorgeous. I just love those rich, deep colors in this Wild Whimsy collection. And I really wanted to have those colors peek in from around the rest of my layout. So I'm going to ink everything up with Hickory Smoke Distress ink. And I'm going to place one of these sheets of cardstock. I just buy 8.5 Nina cardstock from Walmart. It's not super thick. It's actually quite thin, but I'm okay with that because I mostly back my 8.5 by 11 pages with more paper anyway. And I don't want my pages to be too bulky before I even get to the part with pictures and such. So this is the branding strip from the bottom of that paper, and it is also going to be my title. It says You're a Gem, and the 3x4 card that I'm going to use from the card pack also says You're a Gem. So that's going to be the title of this layout. I'm just going to put it across the bottom. Now this is a photo of my nephew, Gavin, and he was actually, him and his older brother, Tristan, who you have also seen me scrapbook, were at my house when I created this layout, and they both make a surprise appearance in the creation of this layout. So that's really cool, and you'll get to see both of them live, not just me scrapbooking them. So I'm decided where I wanted to put my photo, and I'm drawing a diagonal line because I know that I want to do a cascading row of sequins and stamped photos, stamped pictures, so, or stamped elements. So hold on, he's coming. There he is. There's that little monkey that I'm actually scrapbooking. Yes, and there's his sweet smile for you. His mama told me he could have a cameo in this video. And then his big brother's going to make a cameo too. So what I'm using is my Felicity Jane stamps. These are a handwritten, hand lettering stamp. Really, really nice hand lettering stamp. And I'm going to put the stamps, I'm going to put his age and his name on this 3x4 card, and I'm going to stamp his name and his age with Juniper Mist ink, which is from Catherine Pooler, and this is like the perfect navy ink. It is the perfect navy ink. You guys have no idea. It's like, it is the best navy ink. It is navy, like it's real navy. It's so awesome. So I highly recommend it, and I'm going to just continue to stamp on this card his name and all of his information. So now I've gone ahead and I've stamped Gavin's name and how old he is in this photo, and I know that I want my photos, my pictures to be right there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly erase little bits of this line that I drew, this diagonal line that I drew. I am using my Tombow Mono sand eraser that I love because it literally erases everything. So I'm just going to erase parts of the line, and then when I have a part of the line done, I'm going to go back in with my Tim Holtz stamp platform, and I'm going to move this paper all the way around so I can get these stamped gems exactly where I want them to be. So you can see the inks that I've chosen up above. They are almost all Ulta inks. There is one Distress Oxide there in Spiced Marmalade, and you can see the little bit of that Catherine Pooler ink that is Juniper Mist. But then the other colors that I'm using are all different brands from different colors from Ulta Crisp dye inks. The mini ink pads, my favorites. One is Lagoon, I can tell from here. The other two, I can't read what it says. I think they were the greener colors. I think one of them is the yellow, which is Warm Sunshine. But anyway, I always rub all of my photopolymer stamps on my arm before I stamp with them the first time. I just do. There's no real reason for it. I know lots of people don't, and they're just fine. But for me, I feel like I want to, or I feel like I should or something. So I'm taking all these different colors, and I am just inking up all of these different, oh, one of those is a Brilliance Gold ink, because see, now I can look at it and I remember what colors I was using. One of those is a Brilliance Gold ink too. And I think I decided against the Brilliance Gold ink because I think I stamped it this time and it stamped like kind of like meh. Wasn't really stamping well. One of them is a really light pink. Oh, it's blush. Okay, so that light pink color is blush. And then it is something fern and lagoon, I think. So all of these lovely gems are going to get two stamps to make them nice and bright so you can see them. And then I'm just going to continue to do this. I am just going to make a cascade of gems all the way down the side. And while I was making a cascade of gems, I got some help from Gavin's big brother. So that's Gavin's big brother, Tristan, and he's gonna help me. He's gonna place some of the gems, and he's gonna help me push down. And he's gonna watch what I'm doing here. See, he's such a good little helper. He is 2. So there's definitely some crafting with toddlers as I created this layout, but it was super fun. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just continue. That was my son handing me his iPad. I don't know, just don't ask me. Weird, strange things happen when I scrapbook. Anyway, so he was a big help, and he helped me with this part. Of course, then he started to try to, like, pull the ink, pull the stamp up with the ink on it. You know, he's a kid. It was all good. There's no real way to mess this up. Because even if you stamp something off, like even if he had touched it and smeared it or anything like that, to be perfectly honest, you just cover it up with a sequin and you're good. Or I'm also going to, later on in this process, I also went ahead and fussy cut some different pieces as well. And could have covered them up, no problem. So we went ahead and continued our fun stamping, and now we have all the stamped pieces done, and I have fussy cut a whole bunch of gems from that one paper right there. And so I'm just taking my sand marker and I'm getting sand eraser, and I'm getting rid of the last little bits of those pencil lines that I have used to mark my layout out. I absolutely positively love to stamp on my layouts, and the best thing I have found to help with stamping on layouts is, while my stamp platform does help a ton, it's really that eraser, because I can really kind of like map out exactly with a pencil where all the different parts of my layout need to be, where all the different things are going to be, and then when I stamp, I know I'm stamping it at the exact right spot. And that's really helpful. The stamp platform is amazing. I highly recommend them. But if you don't have the finances for it, just get one of those amazing Tombow Mono sand erasers. They erase everything. So I am using the kind of like the offcuts of this Pop Dots. So over the course of the last couple weeks, I have been going through some of my stash and some of my bins and kind of reorganizing some things, not necessarily purging or getting rid of stuff, just kind of reminding myself of what I have and what I need to use. And I have found so many packages of foam adhesive, and so I'm really trying hard to use it up. And I feel like I've been doing that for a long time, and then when I went through my stuff, I found more. So I have tons of it. So that big gem cluster is going to go up there, and then I'm going to use a bunch of these little ones, and I'm just going to place them in and around all of the ones that I had stamped, so that you get a mix of stamped images and then also some of the ones that are fussy cut out. And I love how that looks. And I love how Gavin's little face, like, it looks like he's looking up at the gems that are kind of cascading down through the layout. So some of them are going to get pop dotted up and some of them are going to be flat, but I love the contrast and just the fun of having some of the stamped ones and then some of the full ones, kind of just, like I said, cascading right down through. So I think that that is a really, really fun idea and fun layout. I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut some more out. I feel like I want some more gems cascading down through, so I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut those and then adhere them to the page. And then my last addition to this layout is going to be the exclusive sequins, and I kind of just literally like dropped them around the page, just around the different areas. And then I'm going to use my silhouette little pickup tool, and I'm going to pick them up and glue them down. And if you're wondering why isn't she using her little bling glue dots, the reason I'm not using my little bling glue dots is because at this point I had run out and I hadn't gotten my next shipment in. But this works just as well. It really does. The other reason why I will sometimes use this and not my Zots is if I am, like, I want to pick them up and glue it and put them right down exactly where they landed. And sometimes if I pick them up and put them on the glue dot, I totally forget where I picked them up at. And the other thing is that this particular sequin mix has some teeny tiny sequins that even the blings are too big for. So that's going to complete this layout for today. Thank you so much for joining me all month with all these gorgeous Wild Whimsy products. Be sure to head over to the shop so you can get some for yourself, and stay tuned because I still have loads of this collection left and I want to use it all. Bye!